Well, despite mortgage rates hanging in the 7% range, realtors say a growing number of home buyers aren't holding back. 90s real estate expert Lane Lyon joins us this morning with how the spring selling season is shaping up this year. Lane is also a realtor and managing broker at Coldwell Banker. Good morning, Lane.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me on today.
Okay, so when we're talking about this, we're seeing a little bit of a sweet spot for these buyers.
That sweet spot is between $500,000 and $750,000. That's where majority of the action is in our housing market right now. Brand new numbers out from the Denver Metro Association of Realtors this morning show that we have about 1,900 homes that came on the market in this price point in March. That is the highest than any other category, and that's up almost 22% compared to the month before. It's an indicator, Jordan, that I think that sellers are letting go of those beautiful 3% interest rates if they need to. Also, buyers out in force as well, putting houses under contract. The number of pending listings in March went up about 32%. That's an indicator that buyers say, you know what, we're accepting the rates where they are right now. Closings were up 15% in March as well. You can see that right there. That's a little under where we were last year, a sign that our market is a little bit slower comparatively. Days on market also going down to 39 days from 41 days. I'd expect to see that this time of the year. Condos and townhomes, let's talk about that. I would say the most activity is between 300,000 and 500,000 right there. And if we look at the luxury space right now as well, moving from more of a seller's market to more of a balanced market for homes 1.5 million and above. Houses more expensive just take a little bit longer to sell, so I'd expect to see that too.
Sure. Now, when we talk about what people are willing to pay for, I think there was some disappointment when we didn't see those interest rates come down. What would you tell people who they don't want to wait for that to happen before they buy?
Yeah, I get that. We were hoping that we'd start to see rates come down, but we have inflation that we're still talking about. So keep that in mind. Talk to a mortgage professional. Just because interest rates are in the mid 7% range right now doesn't mean you can't negotiate something better if you want to buy a house right now. Sellers are still open to buying down interest rates that could take you into the 5% range that first year, which is something to consider.
Okay, I have to ask you about the big elephant, of course, that we've heard about with real estate, which is we've talked about changes, involving the realtor commission with that.
Yes.
What are you seeing, and what are your thoughts when we talk about, prices for the summertime?
Sure, and that has been a concern that I think a lot of even my clients are asking about. It's like, are prices going to come down because of all of this? Of course, that big settlement announced involving the National Association of Realtors, and I have to say that here in Denver, I truly believe that commissions will be negotiated between buyers and sellers, and that values, will really be more closely tied to inventory and the number of houses that are on the market. I brought a graph to show you. In fact, Jordan, before I go, take a look here at the left side of your screen. See that really high green number? Yeah. That's the houses that were on the market in 08 and 09. You need a lot of houses on the market for prices to come down. That's what we saw then. Foreclosures, it wasn't really pretty. Go to the right-hand side of your screen right now. That's where we are right now. We just don't have the inventory, I think, to see prices really come down. So if that's your strategy, you may want to give that a second thought, because here in Denver, our housing market is quite strong.
All right. Well, for anybody that is interested, you're saying there's always an option. We know that there are people, of course, that are afraid they can't afford it. There are a lot of programs out there to help people out.
Just ask the question. Sometimes we get in our heads that it's just too expensive here in Denver, but when you start working through and looking at options, a good realtor is going to help you find the way.
You'd be surprised, I guarantee you. Lane, we appreciate you being with us this morning. Thank you.